All right, round 4. We are 2-1. My opponent, Coke MTG, often plays Death and Taxes. This hand, I think Death and Taxes. This hand is not particularly good against Death and Taxes. It is our first hand we've seen with the Chalice Void. And that is a matchup where Chalice Void is not at its best. It's okay. But we have Eldrazi Temple and Glimmer Post and 2 Eyes and a Vesuva. Like, it's not a very good mana hand, and we don't have anything else, so I'm going to mulligan it. Cloud Post, okay. This is also not great, but at least it's got good mana, kinda. It's got painful mana. And we can't cast the things we have, but I'm gonna keep it. Could just start out with an Ancient Tomb. For Wasteland stuff reasons, because like we don't want to take that much damage anyway. We don't have anything to cast with our Cloud Post. Here's my opponent is mulliganing to a does something with our Cloud Post. 3, 4. So we can cast Ugin off of this. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it, sure. If they don't Wasteland us, we can cast Ugin. I think still lead on. I'm just gonna lead on the Cloud Post here. Incoming. That is not Death and Taxes. That is a Lotus Petal. Interesting. Wonder if they're playing Reanimator. I think they usually play Death and Taxes. This indicates Reanimator, though. Our hand's pretty bad. This deck is pretty good against Reanimator, though. Maybe Storm, maybe Show and Tell. One of those two. If they cast Show and Tell, we're putting a land in. If they don't, we're probably waiting. We want to save this Ulamog for exiling stuff, I think. 4, 5, 6. Seven. Unless they fetch. If they cantrip and they don't have lands, then we'll just exile both of their things. Otherwise, I'm playing Ugin. Well, maybe we just play that. See if they counter that. I'm gonna cast this. We can cast anything we draw. Could have played around like a Spell Pierce, but doing nothing, letting them just completely set up. This also makes it so we can exile their land next turn. Then they're down to nothing. Unless they Show and Tell in a Omniscience this turn. Then we would be in big trouble. Okay, this is fine. Just exile both of their lands and leave them with the Lotus Petal. That's not bad. 7, 10. Land. Ulamog. Exile, exile. They could like Intuition for a land, which isn't super strong, but it's okay. You get a Soul Land, which we could exile along with the Petal next turn. If they just force it, that's fine too. They could wish for a... I don't know. Seems like they're probably going to intuition for a land. No, they're just forcing. Okay. Oh, they're doing both. Yep. Hope they don't show and tell in Omniscience here. And at Emrakul. Ponder, okay. Interesting. So now we're going to have to exile one of our own things if we want to exile this, and then they could play a land next turn. But I think not exiling this whole land here would be a mistake. We can just exile one of our Ancient Tombs. No shuffle. Ponder, okay. This was a weird game. We basically only had our our three most expensive things, or three of our four most expensive things, but they mulliganed to really low. I think we're probably going to win. They could win. Another Soul Land, a Show and Tell, and Omniscience. Actually, they're going to have like no cards left in their deck after we attack twice, and we are at 27, so I think we probably win unless something crazy happens. They could have like Omniscience and Wish, but they also might lose all of their Emrakuls, or like, yeah, it's going to be tough. No shuffle. Okay, so they didn't shuffle, so that means we can take a look at what they kept on top after this Ancient Tomb. That's not a bad draw, in case they do something. Scalding Tarn, Sneak Attack. Omnisciences are gone. 2 Emrakuls are gone. 2 Omnisciences. That might be both of them. Now they're dead on board, and we'll have like 1 card left in their deck, so it seems really unlikely that they can win. Like, they do have probably 1 City of Traders left in their deck. Now they're just dead. I guess Petal plus City of Traders could still be some ridiculous combination of cards to possibly win if they have more than 2 Show and Tells. I mean, Omnisciences. Okay, these come in. These come in. One of these can come out, although it's pretty good with Trinisphere. But we also kind of want to just Show and Tell. Smasher's not the best. Ballista's not the best. I think we just do it like this. All His Dust is pretty great with Trinisphere. Endbringer's pretty great. Ugin's decent. Ulamonk's good. Just try it like this. Sorcerer Spyglass is for sneak attack, and then like Bridge you can put in on Show and Tell. Same with Trinisphere, depending on what you have and what you think they're doing. Oops. So we have Spyglass and mana, and Thought-Knot's here. Seems good. It's not great, but seems good enough. You can also put Spyglass in on Show and Tell, though. Naming Gristlebrand's probably not really where you want to be. Although, yeah, we'll just do this. So we've seen one chalice hand and it wasn't keepable. But so can no longer say we've seen 0 chalices in 4 rounds. We've seen 1. But we have had really long games too and not seen any off the top, which is, again, really interesting. Like, I don't know if that's good or bad. Obviously, that's better in the early game than the late game. But it's funny we're not seeing them in our opener or later in the game. I am playing 4. It's just a little weird. Is he thinking about show and telling? No. How many of these did we leave in? 2 of them? Yeah, we draw both of them? Dang. That's like our worst card in the deck. Guess we just cast Source of Spyglass. They could Spell Pierce it though. Maybe we just cast Ballista. Yeah. Next turn we're gonna have 3/5. Now we're gonna cast Spyglass here. Because we want to cast Thought Nuts here. Interesting. Guess we're... Okay. Unfortunately, we have to just name Gristlebrand. If we name Sneak Attack, they can show and tell in the Gristlebrand. Yeah. I'm just gonna have to try and beat the Gristlebrand. Or erase it. Something. We could find something. Even a bridge or something like that. I'm gonna put the Sneak Attack in here, I guess. Interesting. All right. That's a bad draw. Would have been nice before. Well, we're gonna cast Thought Knot and hope that they drew the Emrakul and that they don't draw the Emrakul. Drew the Emrakul, not draw the Emrakul. Well. At least if they show and tell in an Omniscience, we can put Trinisphere in. Otherwise, we can put Trinisphere in and hope that it slows down their cantripping. Although it won't really. I think we're actually just going to get as aggressive as possible here now. They block with a Gristlebrand, it's kind of whatever. I'm not going to not attack. All right. It's pretty close to the same, and we get to play the Trinisphere, so do it. I think we're probably going to win here. That's pretty good. Probably just cast that now, since they would have had to have drawn a Force Will this turn, I think. Play this. Attack. I think I need to play it. Yeah, I should have done a little bit of counting there. But I'm rushing, because I need to go do something between these next couple rounds. Counting of my mana. 21, okay. So now they have to kill me this turn, which they can't. I should have kept an Ancient Tomb in my hand, I think. No, it's fine. I can just exile 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and leave an Ancient Tomb. And then I can stop anything from attacking after that, any single thing. Also, they're dead on board. Alright, whoops. Cool. We only lost a game in round 1 so far. Alright, we'll be back for the last round.